No, I think only the host.
Right, so
Free. Normally it takes me weeks, so I'm
yeah,
happy about that. Elliot stands out to me.
team you, Tom Cruise,
Team you, Tom Cruise. Yeah.
and
Lauren.
yeah, and I'll be honest, I don't even like I don't even fancy Tom Cruise, but Elliot's just the teamy version of him.
Yeah,
It's the hair.
definitely. Lauren's do you know what? I started off not liking her, but she sort of grew on me. I liked how she handled everything.
Yeah, same. I really didn't like her at the hen do, and then
Yeah.
and then I saw her sister at the wedding, and I was like, that kind of explains a little bit why you're like you are.
She
Um,
wanted to go a completely different way, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
she because she just come across as a bit of a snob, bit snobby in that. So yeah, but I think like you say, the way she's kind of handled him so far, I think she's done well. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Very
I think she's
well.
done well because he's a prick.
What is wrong with him? What is
Like the thing is, right? I get that whole kind of traditional roles in a relationship. I don't
Yeah.
have a problem with that because we're kind of like that.
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah.
and I are to an extent we're like that. So that side of it, I don't have an issue with. But it's when he goes, "Oh, I've got this other long list of non-negotiables." Like, who are you?
I know. I know. I don't think he's actually ready for a relationship.
No,
You're never going to have them things,
no.
you got to work at it.
I want a 25-year-old. All right then. You he would I think he would find it even harder with a 25-year-old.
Do you think?
Yeah, because like what 25-year-old in today's society is going to want to do the
Mm,
cooking and the cleaning and the and not have a designer handbag,
that is true, actually.
right?
That is
So
very true.
I'll be interested to see. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if they persuade him to come back
I've
and
seen spoilers. I'm really trying not to say
I
anything.
know, I know. I
It's
know, and
hard. Boys are.
I could, in theory, do what I did last year and get the Channel 9 app on my phone and a VPN and actually watch it in real time of Australia. But I don't know. I might get another week in and go, I've got to jump ahead. I've got to
I've
get
got to
into
know.
it. Yeah, but we'll
Yeah.
see, we'll see. So we've got Team You, Tom Cruise and Lauren. Who else? Katie and Tim.
Yeah. Katie and Tim. I feel sorry for Katie.
I feel so sorry for her. And I
Tim, I don't know what he sees in himself that thinks. I think they're actually quite well suited. They look all right together. There's nothing wrong with the girl.
nothing wrong with her. And actually, he's just a walking red flag, in my opinion. Like I said this to you before, but it's like first and foremost, a bloke who describes himself as too caring, to me, that's a
Yeah.
red flag.
Yeah. Let other
Right?
people tell you that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, sorry to say it, nose piercings on a bloke, especially like a little tiny one that just actually looks like he's got a bit of food stuck on his nose. Do you know what I mean? It's not even
Yeah.
like a statement piece. Like
Mm.
he's gone like 35% with it. He hasn't gone 100% embracing the nose piercing. So that's a
One
red
foot
flag.
in. Yeah. How old is he?
I can't remember, you know. I think they're all in their 30s, aren't they?
Yeah, he reminds me of someone trying to be younger.
I mean, what are his outfits all about? I mean, I know
That
we're
one
not
last
here as the
night.
fashion police, but you know,
I know, but
he does look like he's just gone into a charity shop and gone, I'll have that, that, and that, and just thrown it all together and hasn't even checked the size on some of it.
oh God, yeah.
And I'm
What
not
about when
being
he
funny because,
recoiled?
huh?
He recoiled when she went to hug him, and he was, oh, I
Yeah, but
felt
like,
for
and
her
he
then.
comes out with these, like last night, she said, should we get naked and run around the woods or whatever it was? And he goes, well, you can, and I'll stay here and shut the blinds. And it's like, what? He said that when they got there in the bathtub with the
Yeah.
big glass window and that. And he went, "Oh, I was thinking she might have a bath and I'd have to block the view," or he said something like that,
Yeah.
didn't he?
I'd have to leave the room. Oh no, he's horrible.
It's like,
Yeah.
if you, the problem is, I think I honestly feel now like he's actually gaslighting her a bit, because
Mm.
last night he was going to her, "No one said it's about looks. It's not just about looks." And it's like, but that's all you've said to her.
Yeah.
You've said, "You don't look like what I go for." Now she's saying to you, "But you need to get to know me." And he's going, "Well, I never said it was about looks." So we're all sitting here going, "But you did. That's
Yes, you
the
did.
first thing
Yeah.
you fucking said. Sorry. Are we going to swear on this?"
Yeah, we're all right. We're being our unfiltered
I
self.
swear more. I think I swear more than you, don't I? I know you have a little swear now and then, but I do swear a bit more. So, oh well, if people are offended. Um,
Apologies in advance.
yeah. So yeah, I think the long and the short of it is, I think she's lovely. I know you said you didn't know if she was ready for this kind of thing.
Yeah, I think maybe she should have waited. She should have worked on herself a bit more before going on somewhere like that. Because although he's being a prick, she has only known him 2, 3 days, and her reactions are strong. And I just
Yeah.
feel there's a lot
I
of
get it.
feelings.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah, I know what you're saying, but at the same time, when she said things like, "This is basically what keeps happening to me,"
Mm,
it's like, I feel like she's got to the point where she goes, "Well, I may as well just throw myself in at the deep end now, because I've tried doing things the standard way
yeah.
and I I'm not getting anywhere." And the hope
Yeah.
that the experts have put her with someone who would be right for her
Yeah.
is obviously what she's going for. Like, there's a she's still clinging on to, "There's a reason behind why they've put us together." That's what she, I think, is still clinging on to. That's not even in his head at this point, because he ain't
Yeah.
even said that, has he? Not
He's
once.
just put a wall up
Yeah.
with her. It's like, you don't look like how I want you to look. Walls up. And it is
Beggars
about
can't be
looks.
choosers, though, you know. Sorry, Tim.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Do you
giant
know what
red
I mean?
flag. Gaslighting has already
Yeah.
started. I'm not happy, Mel, with him at all. And actually,
No.
Matt, despite Matt not being a full-on reality TV, even him last night, he's going, "Turn it up a bit. I want to hear what he's saying to her." So, and he was getting called all sorts by Matt last night. So yeah, even
Oh,
Matt as a bloke is like, "All right, mate."
yeah,
So, so yeah, be interesting to see what happens with them, definitely. But I think she deserves better, definitely. He needs to either
definitely.
grow up very quickly or leave. Like, one,
Yeah,
like, don't keep telling her things that or telling her, making out that you've told her different things to what you've said, basically, the gaslighting.
yeah.
Don't do that. Um,
No.
who else? So, Jamie and Dave. Honk nose.
Jamie and Dave. Yeah.
I've got to say it like that because then you know what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to refer to her as that anymore, because that's just horrible. Because I really like her so far,
Do you know
Jamie.
who she reminds me? She reminds me a bit of Lauren from was it last one?
The
Lauren.
loud
Everyone,
Lauren.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah,
giving that vibe.
yeah. But
Yeah.
actually, not as, what's the word?
Up front.
Not as, I don't want to say trashy, but crass maybe. Like, Lauren was a
Yeah,
bit
yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of, almost was doing it for, and like I feel she was wanted to come across as someone that was entertaining people by saying the worst thing you could say.
Yeah, shock
Like,
value,
whereas
yeah.
I don't think Jane, so far, Jamie hasn't come across like that, but she's loud. She kind of says what she's thinking. And
Yeah.
I think she's, so far, I actually quite like her.
Yeah, she's all right. She's all right.
But we haven't seen much of Dave. He seems like quite a chilled guy.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I think there's more. I think there's more to him. I think we're going to see more from him. I think he's a bit like. I want to say that he strikes me as being a little bit like Matt in that he's a completely placid bloke, but if you piss him off, you will know about it.
You'll see another side,
Like, I
yeah.
don't know if he's one for getting involved in all the chit chat and the gossip and the,
Mm,
I don't know yet. I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet. I think Tim 100% will be involved with slagging people off at the first opportunity because I think he's got,
yeah,
I think ultimately he's got no real self-confidence and it's easy just
no,
to put everything on everyone else. But yeah,
yeah.
Jamie and Dave I like. There's not a lot to say about them at the moment, is there really?
No, no.
Um,
Probably as time goes on, we'll see more of them.
yeah.
What about the twins, the two sets of twins?
Oh, do you know, I was crying with laughter last night when they put the subtitles on for when he was speaking.
Oh God, yeah.
But I said to Matt, like, before that happened, I said, is it is it me or does he come across like it? It come across a bit like he's been filmed having several different conversations and then they've edited them all together because nothing flows with like it's just weird. Now, I haven't done a full-on spoiler or anything, but I did see
Mm,
something briefly mentioned where people have commented and said, "Oh, is he deaf or is he this or is he that?" And then someone's put, "Oh, he's done a podcast which explains why." So on one hand, I'm glad that I haven't imagined it, like
yeah,
not me. And then obviously
yeah,
the fact
yeah,
they've put subtitles, there's obviously something there. But yeah, aside from that,
yeah.
um, um, I'm just I'm trying not to repeat what Matt said last night because Matt's not
What
here.
did
So
Matt say?
he was just making comments about he's got no top lip,
Oh,
things like that. But I don't want to be here to talk about people's appearances. I mean, hello, I look like a potato in a wig. I look like my dad in a wig, like, you know. But okay, so I think she's really sweet. I
yeah,
think she's really sweet. I get where she's coming from about her son comes first. Get it?
yeah, yeah,
But I also get where he's coming from. And I think she's
yeah,
taken it a bit too, I think she's kind of twisted it a little bit in her own mind of what he's actually said to her because I think what he's been honest.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think,
He's not saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna love you." He's just being real about it. Like he's never been in that situation. True, he don't know what to. He might end up loving that kid, but he's he's being very brutally honest. Maybe he could have held back a bit, but
I mean,
I
I get
don't.
it. I, yeah, but then at the same time, if that's not who you are and you don't want to kind of pad it out and just go, listen,
Yeah,
but you know, there are plenty of blokes that would probably have that initial kind of thought. And I get what he says as well about like that first time experience of being a parent. He never had that
yeah,
with her
yeah,
in terms of she's already experienced that. But what he doesn't know, and why would he, is that when you have a baby and when you then have another baby and another baby, it's a new experience every time because that's another
yeah,
individual. It's not the same thing every time, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, because you've had more than one child, but it's like,
yeah,
I think actually in a lot of ways, a guy coming into a relationship where there's a child that's already that kind of age. So what's he like, 4, 5, her little
I think
boy?
about 3, 4. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So coming in, that's a good age for a kid to come into a relationship. That's like a good age. They're talking, they're walking, they can use the toilet themselves, they can
yeah,
feed themselves, you know, so
yeah,
they are the cutest at that age as well. And it's a boy. And I think that he might be surprised at what a bond he would make with him.
yeah. I
And that will
agree.
actually, I think it would really surprise him. But if he's going in with his mind closed to it, that's different.
Yeah,
So I don't think he is.
No, I don't. I
I think
don't.
he's just laying it out there, and
Yeah,
I think she's taken it to heart a bit.
which I get, you know, but he didn't mean it personally. He's just
No,
saying yeah, how he feels. It's all new to him, isn't it?
but I quite like them as a couple, and I do think that there's definitely a spark there with them.
Yeah,
And I do feel like personally, if you've got that attraction and that spark, I do feel like you're already starting out on a an easier kind of like setting,
yeah,
because if you've already got that bit of affection for each other, you're more likely to try and work around the other things if there are any other like little bumps in the road. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
So I think that's a positive for them. I think they definitely fancy each other. They've definitely started off on a, and actually they look really comfortable, like their body language with each other.
Yeah,
Like she
yeah,
went and sat on his lap and, kiss and this and that. That to me looked really natural. Like there was no awkwardness at all. So
yeah.
I think they'll probably be all right.
You got high hopes for them,
I
yeah.
think so. Do you?
Yeah, but it's maths.
Yeah,
Anything can
exactly.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but so far, yeah, I'd say.
So that's
Yeah.
Adrian and is it Athena it's pronounced?
Oh yeah, with the weird spelling. I've never seen it spelled. Sorry, my kneecaps. I've never seen it spelt like that.
No, I think it's
Yeah, Athena.
Athena. Um, who else? Oh, the one that I couldn't remember, the couple I couldn't remember, Sierra and Billy, the English fella.
Billy. Yeah, yeah. He seems all right. What do you think?
He's super familiar.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you were saying that. Yeah.
I don't know why, because he's been in Australia for 15 years. So I don't, he looks really, really familiar. So, and I just can't work it out. But um,
Maybe you have seen him in the background or something.
maybe.
Because, yeah,
But yeah, at the same time, he's instantly forgettable.
yeah.
There's
He didn't
nothing
stand
that
out.
stands out to me
Yeah.
about him. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That
No.
might just mean he's cool and he's just, does his thing. She's a bit nothingy as well to
Mm.
me. Like
And then
even that, yeah.
it's early days.
It's always the
I wish,
quiet couples, isn't it, that kick off.
yeah.
Mel's sitting there like she's got all the spoilers in her head already. She's already seen it all. And I'm
No.
going, oh yeah. Yeah, so I've got nothing much to say about them. I mean, they seem like decent enough people and all the rest of it. But yeah, nothing stands out really with them.
Yeah, no.
Um, what about Le Français man?
Oh yeah. Well, I was half of me was thinking he ain't even really French, but then you made a good point. Like his accent's on point.
Yeah,
What he said was fluent, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
But there's
But
something about him that just seems really insincere.
yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I don't know. Something just doesn't sit right with me. Like, I think part of what doesn't, or part of what's kind of made me feel like that is when he made a point of going and telling her parents that he'd ghosted her and he just wasn't in the right place and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, that's great. It's great that he's gone and done that. That's really brave of him and this, that, and the other. But to me, I just think that, I don't know what that, something's not
Mm,
right about that.
it's covering all bases. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a bit smarmy, isn't he? Like,
Yeah, it's a bit like giving it the schmooze and that. Um, but I think she's adorable.
yeah, she's
Is
all
it
right. Yeah,
Karina? Karina, isn't it?
yeah,
And I think part of what I really like about her is her family, like the family dynamic of where she cut, what she comes from and how they
yeah,
are. And they
yeah,
just seem like a really calm, like loving,
yeah,
stable
they do.
family. And so
Yeah, they
she
do.
she comes across like that.
Yeah,
And I just think, and I think she's beautiful. I think like naturally when you see her for her makeup and that, and I just think she's
yeah,
lovely. And but like it's a bit like, when we were watching the Mafs UK and Polly and Amy and all that, all the hair and makeup and the lip filler and then this and that, but to me they're still ugly because of the personalities. And
yeah.
I don't see that with her in the slightest. I
No,
think she's lovely. So I really want
yeah.
it to work out for her. But yeah, I'm a bit on the fence about him at the moment.
I don't trust him. I
Yeah,
do not trust him.
yeah, so we'll see. Um,
Yeah.
who else have we got then? So then we've got, I've had to write these down.
Sorry, but can you hear Coco? She's
Yeah,
desperate to. Oh my God.
what's she
But if I
trying to
get her
do?
in, she's gonna want to come up. She's gonna be a nightmare.
Oh,
Shall I
why?
just get her?
She wants a feature.
Yeah, she wants to talk about maths.
I don't mind
Oh,
if you let her in. Let her in if she
I'll let her in. I'll
let
let
her
her
in.
in. She has to be with me at all times. Come on. I think she's all right. I'm back.
She
Oh,
won't take
oh,
up
she wants
much
to
of the
come up.
screen.
She will. Size of her.
Cokes.
Coco.
Oh, hello.
She's
Hello.
just
You're
obsessed with
such
me.
a baby. Ah. Is that mum? Oh, she's let you in now. I haven't got any of my two up here yet. I've left the door open.
No.
So I can't, yeah, I've literally just said it. I can hear Luna trotting up the stairs. I know it's her because her nails are really long. Hello, Bean.
Oh.
Hello, darling. Are you coming in? Um, so then there was last night there was Ree and Jeff who had already been dating
Oh,
in the
yeah.
past.
Yeah.
How does that happen? So you've got Paul and Karina that basically had already been on a date together
Yeah.
in the past, and then you've got these two that not only had they been on a date, I think they were seeing each other for a little while, weren't they?
For about a month. But do you know what I like about these two? They made it obvious as soon as they saw each other, where the other two went ahead with the vows
Yeah,
and then just decided to slip in, oh, by the way, I
yeah,
knew him. Yeah, that was a
yeah,
bit weird.
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
just embarrassing, isn't
Crazy.
it?
Yeah.
So
Oh, I've got to put her down.
embarrassing.
She's, I know. You wouldn't want to like go on that program, find someone, and you end up walking down the aisle to someone you already know. That
I mean,
must be a right bummer.
part of me's like, well, there's a reason they're not still seeing each other, and now you've put them together. Like, but they didn't say anything bad about each other at all, did they? They just said it kind of fizzled out a bit.
Yeah, it was all amicable.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've kind of got high hopes for them as well, even though it's a bit weird that they've already like there's plus and there's like a plus side and a negative side, I think, to the fact that they've been together already. You
Yeah.
know, like they said, the kind of initial awkwardness is out the way. They've slept together already.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, there's so they obviously find each other attractive. There's all of that stuff. I mean, imagine
That
though,
must be weird.
yeah. But
That must
imagine
be
she
so
turns
weird.
around in like one of her little confessionals or whatever and says, like, he's got a micro penis and that's why that's why it fizzled out.
I reckon it's him though. I reckon she's more into him than he's into her. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm not convinced on him yet. Let's see.
But she seems nice. And
Mm,
he does as well. He seems like a nice
yeah,
guy. I quite like them so far.
let's
So
see.
we'll see about them. And then the last
Yeah.
ones is Ashley and Jake. And I couldn't remember his name. I had to Google his name. I said he's got like
I'm
kind
trying to
of
think who they are.
she's the dance teacher with long black hair, and he's got like he looks a little
Okay.
bit like a lesbian.
See the like oddball sort of one, the
Yeah,
with the hair. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
But he's
Oh,
but he's another one, right? Don't get me wrong, because actually I think he's all right.
Yeah.
He's another one that anyone that describes themselves as quirky and then goes,
Mm.
I've got loads of these mad shirts and things like that, and you just go, oh no. Like I just, yeah, I can only be around people like that for like short bursts. Do you know what I
Got
think it
to.
is? I can be a real miserable bastard, right? And I don't get people that are happy all the time, and like
Yeah.
overly happy as well. I'm like, are you overcompensating? Like,
Mm.
so, but in himself and how he came across, did you see though when the bridesmaid walked down and he went, "Oh my God, you're stunning," and it wasn't her, and he'd said
Oh my
it out
God.
loud. Oh, mate,
Oh.
Matt was crying. He's going, rewind that bit, rewind that bit. I felt so bad for him, like,
Oh.
so cringe. But
It's Nathan and Lacey all over again, isn't it? Nathan
oh,
done that and
oh, yeah, yeah.
with the
Oh,
sister.
oh.
Yeah.
But I think they're well suited, those two.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I do think they're well suited. She genuinely seemed happy with him, and he was
Yeah.
genuinely happy with her, or that's how it came across anyway. I think they've both got a lot in common.
Yeah. Sorry, Kath.
Sorry, Mel's
Oh,
Mel's just rolling around on the bed with stuff.
sorry. She just won't stop. And I've got Cash down there looking as well.
What's she trying to do?
She just wants to be near me, just wants me to look at her. She's just,
Brilliant. Coco, what are we going to do with you? We have to
what
set
are
up
we
your own page. Set up
Yeah.
her own page, interviews with Coco.
Yeah.
Ah, oh, such a baby. I
She
didn't realise she
is.
was such a baby.
Yeah. She's
Oh,
only like this with me though.
yeah,
Full trust. But
yeah.
yeah, no,
Well,
that was it's a good roundup so
I
far.
think there are opinions. There's more couples to come though, isn't there?
I think there might be one or two.
Because that's only seven.
Oh right, yeah, it's not.
And I'm trying
Yeah,
to think how many they normally have. Don't they normally have 10?
I was gonna say 12. So yeah, about that.
So do they have 10 to start with and then they throw in a couple of new ones a few weeks
Yeah,
down the line?
yeah. I can't wait for the first dinner party.
When's that going to be?
I reckon it's gonna be next week. Don't reckon it'll be
It
Monday.
won't be Monday, will it? Because we've still got, I reckon there's still at least another couple of couples
Yeah,
to come
to
in.
come.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, it'll be the first dinner party. But the time's changing as well, isn't it? 7:30.
Yes, yes, that'll be better. Because I
Mine's
was like
mine's just
dozing
set up
off.
to record. Yeah, it is better. It will be better, definitely. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think so far it's definitely looking like it could be a good
Yeah, I think
series.
so. Like, I normally can't be bothered with this bit, all the weddings and that, but it's been that good. I've been into them.
So who do you like the most in terms of individuals so far?
It's a hard one, actually. Maybe Ria. She seems quite. Is that her name, Ria?
Ree,
Ray. She seems quite genuine.
yeah.
Um, who else? I can't really. I'm really growing on. Lauren's really growing on me.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought I was going to hate her,
Yeah.
but I think it's just the way she handled that whole situation. Like, could you imagine if Katie was in that position? She would have handled it different.
Well, I I think at the moment I'd say my two favorites.
Hmm.
I would say I really like Jamie.
Yeah,
I just
she's all
think
right.
she's really genuine
Yeah,
and I
she is.
like
Yeah,
that. So I really like her. And I think I actually really like Karina as well.
yeah, yeah.
And in terms of the blokes, so so far. I like Jeff and I like Dave. I think they seem
All right.
on a level so far.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Tim is everybody's um nightmare at the moment. I
Everything
don't
you
think
don't want.
anyone's got anything good to say about him. And the thing is, I really want to like Katie. I do like Katie, but I want her to just go, do you know what?
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? I
Yeah.
wanted to find that, but I think she will. I
I
think
hope
she'll,
so.
I think she will, because I think once she starts to make a few friends with the girls
Yeah.
and she gets that bit of backup, I think because she's kind of said a couple of things already now, like where she was sat there going, "You're not making any effort to get to know me." And all
Yeah.
right, she goes outside and has a cry afterwards. But at
Yeah.
least she's kind of saying it. So, but yeah, at the
I
moment,
think
I really
he
like.
needs a harsher tone. He does.
I mean, this is the what I think one of the one occasions that I would want Polly to be there,
Yeah.
because Polly, I mean, Polly was kind of in the same boat,
Yeah.
but she just got the arsehole about it instead of getting
Yeah.
crying. So
Yeah.
she knows how that feels.
Yeah.
Um, but then Adam did kind of warm to her a bit. But I think I personally feel like you can't you can't start a real relationship with someone if you don't fancy them.
Mm. You got to have a little
Yeah,
attraction, a little spark.
yeah,
Yeah,
you've got
I
to.
agree.
But I do understand that if you're not even then going to give that person a chance to even if you go, well, I don't fancy him, but we're here now and let's have a nice time and let's get to know each other. And he's not even prepared to do that, is he?
Nah.
So I don't know. I'm just going back over old ground. But yeah, I really like Jamie and Dave. I like Karina. Not sure about Paul, but my favorite woman so far, Jamie. Favorite bloke
Yeah.
so far, probably
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah. We just need a bit more screen time with him.
Yeah. And then let's
Yeah.
see what others they bring in.
Yeah.
So we won't have any tonight because they don't do it Fridays, do they? We're back on Monday.
Yeah.
See, that
I
sucks.
know.
They should give us
Hate
like
that.
3 hours worth on the weekend.
Yeah.
They should give us like an omnibus edition.
I'd
I'll
love it.
just watch it all again. I mean, I know we can watch it all back and everything else, but yeah, I think they're missing a trick
I
with
don't know
having it
why
on
they
at the
do that.
weekend. They want to
The only
keep you
time
hanging
they
on.
did it was when New Zealand was on, and that was the most rubbish maths I've ever seen.
I found it very odd. I watched
It
the
was
first
weird,
couple
wasn't
and I
it?
was like, no, it's not for me. Not for me.
Oh,
So we'll have to at some point have a quick catch up on Beverly Hills Housewives.
definitely. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot that's gone on there, and I think there's literally a couple more episodes before the reunions. I think we've
Oh,
only
right.
got one
Yeah.
or two left, so
Yeah.
we'll have another chat maybe about that. But yeah, so for now, then I'm gonna hang up,
Okay.
um, and because obviously we're recording it, um,
Yeah.
I can stop recording, and then we can just say goodbye once we've finished recording. I don't know how we're going to edit this either. Like these bits, obviously,
Yeah.
you don't need to see all this where we're
You can
going.
chop it. You can
So
chop it up. Can you send me a copy of this?
I hope so. I mean, I don't see why
Yeah.
not,
I
because
hope
in
so because I'll
theory,
just.
yeah, because if this is for meant to be for like business meetings, people should be able to have a copy so they can go back over what was said. That's the whole point,
Yeah.
isn't it? So,
Yeah.
okay. Um, what
That
we'll
was
do
quick.
then, before I cut off,
Mhm.
let's just if we say something to finish it, and then I can chop that bit into it. I can cut all this bit out and just chop it on the end.
All right. Shall I just say, well, that was great catch up, great
Yeah.
roundup.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for the roundup, Mel. We were
Thank you very
truly
much.
professional. I think I swore a lot less than I thought I would, so that's always
You've done
good.
really well.
And it was always nice to see the dogs. Next time
Yeah.
I'll have Apollo and Luna sat next to me,
Yeah.
getting
Get 'em
involved. But
involved.
yeah, no, thanks for the catch up, the roundup.
The roundup.
And yeah, we'll have to do same time next week. We'll have a week's worth to talk
Yeah.
about.